What up, nerds? My name is Matt, and this is my review of LEGO's Endor Speeder Chase. This is set number 75353. I've been a little bit hard on LEGO Star Wars display sets because I think they're bad value. But I don't know, maybe this one is super cool and totally worth every penny they're charging, and you should not wait for it to go on sale. Let's open it up and check it out. At 807 pieces, it really didn't take that long to build, maybe a couple hours tops. You start with that black base, as you'd expect with a diorama set, layering on those colors and builds, so you got the dirt and the grass on there, and each one sort of building on one another. You start putting plants on there. LEGO included a whole bunch of that new fern piece that they released alongside the Rivendell set not that long ago, and it looks really great in here. It makes the forest floor look super good and detailed and have a lot of topography. Let me pluck one off right here and give you a little look at what this looks like. All these little ferns and leaves and all the different greenery in two colors really make this feel like the California redwood forest where the scene was filmed. These tree trunks are basically just a long sausage of snot pieces with a bunch of brown cladding on the outside to make them feel like a tree, with extra details at the base to make those roots sort of grow out like you would expect, and some really nice greenery on the side to make it feel like moss. We're not really going for height here, so these trees have been lopped off a little bit of distance above our riders here, and I actually think it looks pretty good. The foliage of the trees is created with two different shades of green and looks pretty great and offers a pretty convincing tree look in my opinion. And the way that the branches and leaves expand out beyond the border of the diorama really makes this feel a little bit more organic than it might have. On the front here, we've got our Return of the Jedi anniversary plaque, which is of course removable if you want to throw it away next year when the anniversary is over. Also on the front, we've got a quote. It says, "Quick, jam the comm links, center switch," from Luke Skywalker. I have no recollection of that quote. Maybe trying to get into that bunker? Maybe not the most memorable quote they could have picked from the movie, although, you know, this Endor Speeder Chase scene doesn't really have a lot of quotes to pick from, so what do you do? When you peep into that section of the tree that's been cut away, you see some nice looking lighter brown pieces, which I think looks pretty good. The star of the set might be these speeders because, oh man, they look awesome. These are probably the best speeders we've ever seen in LEGO Star Wars. If you go back and watch the movie, they really look just like the speeders they used in Endor. The shape of the front end looks perfect, and I love the little gray nubbins they have on the front there. There are little handles for our minifigures to grab onto because I don't know if you've ever ridden a speeder like this, but they're fast, real fast, and dangerous. The detail at the back here with these knives looks pretty great. The one thing I'll say about these speeders is that while the look is very accurate, our poor little minifigures and their stubby little legs have no chance of reaching those pedals, so they look a little bit like a 5-year-old in a car. But I do appreciate LEGO making them look as good as they possibly can. The speeder's attached to the model with these little clear pieces with the angled clear piece on top, which works pretty well, although I will say you can't really control the angle of the speeders that well. The way that they're set up means that they're pretty steeply angled at around 45 degrees, and I really wish you could tilt them up a little bit more so they're not quite so angled, but I think you're probably going to need to get out the torch for that. Now let's take a look at our minifigures. We've got 3 in this set. Starting off with Luke Skywalker, he's got a set of camouflage clothing and more of a tan coloration. Luke's got one normal hand and one black hand because he's wearing a glove, because in the last movie he got that thing cut off. Luke is supposed to be wearing black pants and tan boots, but if you turn this minifigure around, you will notice that he does not have black pants all the way around, so no dual molded legs for this guy. It's only black knee pads for him. On the front, we've got a little bit of a worried face because I don't think he trusts Leia's driving. The real star of this minifigure is this amazing helmet. It's beautiful. 3 colors in this helmet. It looks great. It looks exactly like what you see in the movie, so I have to give LEGO props for this one. On the back, we see more folds and the hood of his little outfit. And we see that secondary face, which is a little bit more relieved after he jumps off that speeder that Leia's driving. Luke, of course, comes with his standard lightsaber with a frosted green blade. Moving on to Leia, she's wearing a more green-themed camouflage outfit. They have the same super cool helmet, but Leia's got a different belt with a bunch of stuff on it because she's got actual work to do. She can't just wave around her lightsaber. She comes equipped with a blaster because she's awesome, and she's got goofy knee pads just like Luke, except they're gray instead of black. Leia's face looks awesome because it's all gritty and determined. She's flying through the woods in that speeder, branches flying all around. She's doing some serious work here. Luke's just sitting on the back. On the backside of Leia, it's pretty much the same thing as Luke. I don't know where her belt went. I don't see her belt on the back. But we do get to see her secondary face, which is a really happy, smug look because she found Ewoks and she's like so thrilled about it. Also, if you like this video and want to see more videos like it in the future, please hit that subscribe button down there. Moving on to the Scout Trooper, this thing looks pretty awesome. He's like a tactical, cool version of a stormtrooper with sort of minimal armor, but a bunch of stuff and pouches and stuff hanging off like that. And he's got a super cool helmet. When we take the Scout Trooper's helmet off, we see that he's got a real focused, determined face too, because he just watched like 3 of his friends die during this speeder chase, and he does not want to be the next one. Don't worry, buddy, put that helmet back on. Turning our friend around to the back, we see his cool little backpack that the Scout Troopers wear on Endor, and the detailing on the backside of his helmet. Unlike Luke and Leia, we do get to see a little bit of his belt for some reason. The Scout Trooper comes with the same blaster that Leia's got, because Leia stole that blaster off of one of his friends? Wow, that sucks. This is a really cool scene from Return of the Jedi, super memorable, not a very memorable quote. The speeders look really good, the trees look pretty good, the foliage all over the ground looks really great, and I enjoyed building it. Is this a cool looking little set for anyone who really likes that speeder chase scene from Return of the Jedi? Yeah, I think so. Do I think you should go out and spend $80 on this set? Hell no! Do not spend $80 on the set unless you just have money to throw away. In that case, do whatever you want. This is a cool looking little diorama, but this diorama makes the other Star Wars Lego dioramas look like a bargain. And I think you should get it on sale. Don't pay $80 for the set. Pay like $60. Maybe $65 if it comes with like double VIP points or something like that. Later, nerds!